I saw a quote somewhere that said something like, now that ChatGPT exists or AI exists, you should never start from a blank page. I am back with more job description content. And one of the biggest things and toughest things that people have a problem with is that they don't understand how to read job descriptions. And then I saw a video the other day where people were talking about not knowing that different companies call the same type of work different things. Job searching is hard because different companies call jobs different things. But I'm going to break this down a little bit and I'm going to show you this tool that reads job descriptions. It makes it 10 times easier to figure out what the company is actually asking for. And then also what other job titles there might be out there in the market that is similar to a specific job that you found within a company. I'm going to Google's careers because Google likes to make things sound complicated when they don't need it to be complicated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this super easy. I'm just going to copy every single thing that's on this page. And if you're following along with me, copy every single thing that's on this page. You don't have to take anything out. And then you're going to go over to my job description decoder. So this is an extension of Career Copilot, and Career Copilot is my AI career assistant tool that I've built along with my team to make career exploration a little bit easier for the average everyday person who doesn't want to learn how to prompt or talk to a chat bot all the time. But for the purposes of figuring out whether or not a job is for you, I've prompted and put all the things that you need into this particular ChatGPT agent. So if you want to search for this tool, so if you are in ChatGPT and you want to find my tool in this marketplace, you can just type job description decoder by Career Copilot. And it is this one that pops up. And look, okay, so people have been using it. 40 plus messages sent to my tool. Let's go. I recently had a conversation with some students and they were asking me all of these questions. So I took the questions that they had for me and I updated this tool. So there are no more questions around what jobs will be here today, what jobs will be gone tomorrow, and where the industry will be going and things like that. Just use this tool and it'll help you figure out your life a little bit and get a little bit more clear and approach your job search in a smarter way so that you're not just applying to random jobs that have nothing to do with the skills that you have or what you want to do moving forward in your career. So I'm going to put that job description in and I'm letting it do its thing. So it's telling me my job. The job title is giving me the summary of the job. So I don't have to sit there and read through all the fluff and the about the team. And like, I just want to know what I'm going to be doing day in and day out. Like, I don't want a full-fledged story. So that is part of the reason why I created this tool. And I have a feeling that a lot of people are going to like it because it removes all of the fluff from job descriptions, gives it clear labels. It tells you exactly what you need. So like here, it's telling you the daily responsibilities and the key functions of the team, of the role. And then it's telling you the key skills and tools that are required. So this is the part where you can look to drop in specific tools in your resume. So it labels it. So it's telling you these are the technical skills that you need. These are the soft skills that you need. And these are the company challenges or the team challenges that the team that you'll be working on might be having. So it sets it up like a challenge and then it sets it up and tells you what the solution would be if you were to step into this role. So it tells you how to do your job. So when I was building this agent, I sat down and thought about how I look at job descriptions. And if you don't know how I break down job descriptions, I will leave a link to a video that I created previously where I break down how I look at job descriptions and think about job descriptions. But one thing that I didn't mention was how I like to try to figure out what challenges the company is trying to solve with the person that they're hiring to fill this position. I've worked in so many teams, usually as one of the first people to work in a specific role. And a lot of times when you're in roles like that, you walk into company problems that the managers or the team doesn't even recognize that they have. So based on the job description that has been written, I wanted it to read between the lines and highlight the actual challenges that either the company or the team was having so that you are not walking in blind. Because even when you're talking to a recruiter or you're talking to a teammate or even the hiring manager, sometimes they don't really understand the challenges that you will face in this role because they've been in it for so long. Well, the recruiter hasn't been in it, but they are just the messenger. It's like a game of telephone with the recruiter. They don't always understand the challenges because they're not working on the team. It's a disconnect there when you're talking to a recruiter. So they can't tell you what the team challenges are accurately. If you're talking to a potential teammate or a coworker, they may not always understand the challenges because they're working a different role. They don't even do the work that the person stepping to this role will do. And then when you're talking to a hiring manager, it's high level for them. So like it's probably been a while since they've even touched that type of work that you will be doing. They just know that it needs to get done and they have thoughts about how the work should be done or what challenges it will solve, but it's still different from if you're actually working that job. You are the one in the grind, in the dirt, and you understand what's missing and what needs to be fixed in order for you to do your job successfully. So that's why when you're talking to people, it's a little bit hard to figure out what the challenges might be. I say all of that to say I created this specific part on this tool to try to get a sense for what the challenges might be so that you're prepared before you even apply to the job. Because if you don't like the challenges that you'll be solving day in and day out, then this is a no. This is like a swipe left. This is a pass for you. Oh, this GPT agent is so good. And then it also tells you growth and career opportunities. So by working in this role, these are the potential career paths that you can go down after you finish this role. It also tells you the industry trends. Where is this industry going? It also gives you salary insights and market comparison. So no more going on Glassdoor after you look up a job to try to figure it out. This gives it to you. You don't have to search anything. It's updated real time because the agent can search the web, so it can tell you if Google is paying you competitively in the market based on the role. And then there it goes. It gives you those alternative job titles to explore. So if you were looking for another job and you like the type of work that you would be doing in this role, most companies don't call whatever this job is a customer engineer. I know that for a fact. Google wants to sound all fancy here, a customer engineer. Okay. So you could easily come down here and you can see that, oh, this is a cloud sales engineer or a solutions architect. I've heard solution architect before, but I've never heard of a customer engineer. So these are all job titles that you could be searching and diving deep into if you like the job description or the type of work that Google has listed that you would be doing in this role. And then it gives you some final thoughts. So it tells you exactly who this role would be perfect for. So I love it. I am going to walk through this job description with you based on how the tool, this ChatGPT agent, broke down this job description. So I'm so excited for this. Okay, so we're going to dive right in. Like I said, it cuts out the fluff. It tells you exactly what you would be doing. So the summary, so as a customer engineer, for the public sector division, you would be focusing on Air Force and federal government clients. So there you go. It tells you exactly who your clients would be. This role is a technical pre-sales position, helping agencies adopt Google Cloud solutions. So if you've never worked in a sales organization and you don't like sales, right off the bat, you know that this is not the job for you. And I love that the tool tells you that this is not the job for you because it tells you where you'll be working. The position requires working closely with the sales team, engineering team, and government stakeholders to address cloud adoption challenges, create technical solutions, and support mission critical workloads. So now I see why in at the bottom when it said other jobs titles, it had the word consultant in it because it sounds a little bit like a consultant role. It also had account manager because this also sounds like an account manager role. And all of like consultants and account managers work under sales orgs all the time. So it makes sense that this would be under the sales org as well for Google. It also tells you the locations. So where it can be remote, where it needs to be in person, and then it's telling you that you would need security clearance as well. So it gives you all the high level things that you need in order to know whether or not this is the job for you. And then if you read this and you were like, oh, it kind of sounds like it might be for me, but you don't want to read all of these things, of course, you can go down to the bottom and you can read where it says final thoughts. So it says this role is perfect for. So if you need more clarification, someone who has technical expertise in cloud computing, and then it lists the specific tools that Google wants you to be proficient in if you want this job. It says someone who has strong communication skills, who can engage both engineers and executives. So there's that consulting piece again. Experience working with the US federal government and an active top secret clearance. So if you do not have clearance, you can't work this job because they want someone who already has that clearance. And then it also says a passion for solving complex IT challenges and helping the government transition to the cloud. So your number one goal would be to help government agencies transition to Google Cloud. So I'm going to skip all of the basic things like the daily responsibility and the skills. And I'm going to focus specifically on this section called the company challenges and how this role will solve them. I'll talk about it and break it down here. So challenge number one that has been identified based on the job description is that federal agencies need secure, scalable, and compliant cloud solutions, but often face technical and regulatory hurdles. That is something that you pick up by analyzing the job description. So if you don't feel like analyzing the job description, this tool is for you. So based on that challenge that they need secure, scalable, and compliant cloud solutions, this person, how they can help solve that problem in this role, it says this role provides technical expertise and strategic guidance, ensuring smooth adoption of Google Cloud. The second challenge that it identified based on the job description is that the federal government is undergoing a massive digital transformation requiring trusted advisors. And this is where you come in. So the customer engineer acts as a trusted consultant, helping agencies modernize their IT infrastructure. And then a third big challenge that the tool identified was that security concerns are a major roadblock in public sector cloud adoption. This is where you come in, or where the role comes in. The role involves addressing security requirements and ensuring compliance with federal policies. So those are the top key challenges that you would be helping solve with this role. No matter what the daily responsibilities say, if the challenges that you are solving doesn't sound fun, it doesn't like make you excited to want to solve the technical challenges, then this is not the role for you. And you don't even have to read the key skills and tools area. You don't even have to read the daily responsibilities in order to figure out this job is for you. All you need to do is read the job summary, read the company challenges and how you will help solve it. Don't even worry about the money, because if you don't like the job, you don't need to be worried about the money. And you can also look at the final thoughts to see if you would be perfect for this role, because it gives it a really quick summary, and also alternative job titles so that you can kind of see the job functions that are similar to this role. And after absorbing all of that, what you can do, you can quickly scan it and see whether or not it's something you'd be interested in. You can just move on to the next role, because after reading all of that, you see that it's not for you. But if you need it a little bit more convincing, I would say check out the growth and career opportunities section that it breaks down for you here. So if you were in this role, you could look at the potential career paths. So after being in this role, you could move on to be a cloud solutions architect and then a technical director in the public sector. And then it also tells you about the industry trends. So it says rapid cloud adoption in the federal space, driven by modernization initiatives like DoD's Joint Warfighter Cloud capability. I don't even know what that is. So that gives you, if you are in this space and you already know what that is, great. But if you're not in this space and you're interested in learning more about this industry trend, I would do a search for it. So even if this role was not for you, and just by reading these industry trends, you could go a different direction. So like, let me show you that real quick because I can't leave you. I can't leave you. Like if you're watching this and you're like, I don't really like that job and I don't know what to do next, this is what you can do. You can highlight it and say, I don't really like the listed job, but these trends are interesting. What are some other roles that I can consider to capitalize on these industry trends? And I love that you can iterate on this. So it's saying if you did not like that particular role, job description that you dropped in here, now it's iterating and telling you where else you can go based on those industry trends that it identified. And I love this because it's telling you why they're suggesting particular roles. So it's saying cloud security and compliance roles, and then it's giving you different roles that you can explore, plus the growth opportunity. And then it's getting very granular. So, like with AI regulations like the EO 14028, I don't know what that is, but if you're in this industry and know what it is, then it's telling you that you could capitalize on this new order and move into an industry like this as well. So everything that I think about when I'm looking at a job description, I've put it in this tool. You no longer have to think super hard or analyze a job description or analyze whether a job will be for you. Once again, this is the Job Description Decoder by Career Copilot on ChatGPT, but I will leave the link. So good luck. You got this. Don't worry. And I'm so excited to see the outcomes that come from people using this tool. And don't forget to like and comment, subscribe, and in the comments, give me some ideas and questions and topics that you want me to cover more of. I love this. I love breaking down job descriptions and the little nitty-gritty pieces of the career that no one talks about. And you just have to do trial and error to figure it out. So let me know in the comments and see you in the next video.